So, this is probably the start of the video. Don't have much to go on. I'm probably going to look at New Clue and see if we can get anything cool out of there. Obviously, we still want the key from the tomb to her ladyship's diary, but that requires drafting the chamber. I've been kind of hoping I ran into it in the conservatory, but I have not yet. But also didn't get the other thing I wanted. So I don't really know what we're going to accomplish this time. I mean, we got the battery pack early. So if I can get a sledgehammer, we might be able to do a little something with breakable walls, but there might not be much happening this run. Alright, run is dead. We did get the power hammer, but I had an unfortunate draft here where I had to take the dark room, and then I ended up getting a hallway closet, of course. So totally killed the right side there, but we did get the power hammer. That would have been nice. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, wait, that might be something? That might be something? Okay. So I was looking through here, and I found something. This didn't make sense earlier. Record each stop. And then there's like a bunch of directions that we have to go, right? So it says record each stop, and then you can see it has a picture of the metro down here, which we've seen. We have a picture of now. Is it talking about that from the station? Potentially, is my thought. And then it also says, like, have you seen all the signs? Scoured each of its cryptic lines. Have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? Or is there perhaps something new, something overlooked but now in view? Have you finally found it? Could it be true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do. Now, the only question is, I don't know what I would do with that information. Like, I have no idea what I would do with that. But there's also something about looking at the colors of, like, the spines. Oh, wait, and then the name of this book is Draft the Sixes. Which is, like, over here. Red, page A, word X. Green, page C, word A. Okay, wait a minute. We might be on to something. X, Y, Z, A, B, C. X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Assume page count starts on title pages. Dead end. Major key. X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Seen all the signs, and then, yeah, there's the metro. The suspect is a key. Okay, and then there's Suikoden. Hi, Suikoden. Yeah, so I'm thinking if we note down the directions that these go in and then refer to that map of the metro, maybe that is something? Okay. So I looked at that, and basically what we get from New Clue is it starts with a sign that has Route 8, and it's like pointing down, but I think that's just like a route sign. I don't know if the pointing down is actually important or not. But it says Route 8, and then it has a right arrow and says depart. Then it has a left arrow and says keep left. Then another left arrow that says to Tanner Fork. Then a right arrow, and then the final one is dead end. And then it says record each stop after that. So now I'm going to look at the picture of the metro and see if we can maybe figure out something from that. Here. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Alright. So we have the picture of the metro. Major stops, minor stops. Oh my god. And it has major and minor suspects? Wait a minute. Yeah, I think we actually have stumbled onto something. So yeah, I had looked at New Clue so many times before, but I didn't have the context of the train metro map. So I didn't understand what each stop meant. I thought it was like straight up talking about like record every single time you see a stop sign, because we've seen a few stop signs. But this makes way more sense now. Okay, so we go to the right, which would be stop 9, which is Mainway Station? Yeah, Mainway Station. So 9 Mainway Station. Wait, is this going to be the no, maybe not, maybe not. I was wondering if this is going to be the code to that one thing, but it has a 10, so that wouldn't work. The code to that door that leads to a letter. I was thinking maybe that would be it. But okay, whatever. So Mainway Station. So we went right. Then it says we keep left. But if we're at Mainway Station, which is 9, yeah, it says we're going to be going left. So if we went from 8 to 9 and we go down, the next like left turn we would make, if we're going that way, and then that would be a right turn that we make it like this curve right here. But there's no like break in the path yet, so that would be a right turn. Which means this would be a right turn. So left would be going from this way to 15? I don't know if that's important or not. Okay, well we definitely stop at 10. Or we go through 10. And it said record each stop, so 10 equals what? Tanner Fork. Tanner Fork. Alright, so that's 10. And then 1 is Oris Train Hall. Oris Train Hall is next. Okay, and if we turn left from there, we're going to arrive at like this area that says like 15. So if we turn left from there, to go left again would be 15. And that's the one that says like to Tanner Fork. I don't know if I'm doing this right, admittedly. So 15 would be next. Equals 15 is Canyon Pass. Okay. So we turned left from there, and then we're going to turn right the next option we get, which would be 7, Angel Tower. But I don't think that's right, because the next thing is a dead end, and it doesn't lead to a dead end. So I don't think that's right. I do not think that is right. Yeah. So yeah, Route 8. It says right depart. That would take us through 9, so that's right. But then it just says keep left. And I'm thinking of it from like where the train car would be positioned. I think if it was positioned that way, that would be correct. But let's try not thinking about the position of the train car, because that's what I was doing. Let's try just straight up doing right and left. Just in general? I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. Let's try instead doing, so we go from 8, 9, and then 10. And then we get at 1, which is Oris Train Hall. So I went the other way last time. Let's try going this way instead. So depart. And it wants me to keep left. So if we go left, we'll arrive right there. And then it says left to Tanner Fork. So, one, that's not actually towards Tanner Fork, but still. So we go past 13 here. If we're keeping left, because I'm imagining this is turning right. Then when we go here, this is left, this is right. We go right, which makes it 6. 6 is Lumberfield? God, I feel like I'm interpreting this wrong. Keep left. And then it just has left again, then right, and then it's a dead end. But that's not correct. Unless I am supposed to be counting that turn up there, even though it's not an option. Like, it's a turn, but it's not an option. Is that what it means? So if I tried interpreting it like that, let me add what 5 was, Finn Central. Okay, so 8, we go. And, I mean, I guess... Yeah, I mean, that would have to be right. That's the only way that makes right. Like, that makes sense, is going right. At 9. So, yeah, we go to 9. Then we go... So it's saying depart right. And then it says... keep left. That's not a left turn. That's a right turn. Because if this is a right turn, that would also be a right turn. Okay, so I've been looking at this some more. I tried a bunch of different paths on the railway network, the station thing, and none of them really came out in like a way that I felt was satisfactory. Like, it didn't make complete sense. I imagine the dead end at the end means you're supposed to end up at a dead end. But I did notice a few other things here in a new clue. So the suspect is a key. And I was like, what is this? And I'm realizing it's probably a computer network. Like, that's what it looks like. Which makes me think it's the admin key for Blackbridge. So the suspect is admin key. Is probably what that means. So one of our suspect here is an admin key. Now, if we look at some of the other stuff, dead end major key. If we scroll back here, yeah, it says major, which I don't know how important that is. And there's like corner cases and weird things. But the thing I wanted to look at was here. The suspect is minor. And it's a blue note. Which makes me think that possibly we only want to pay attention to minor stops on the subway? Maybe? Because it also looks like you're in there now. Gates. Lore, word, jor equals name. And then draft the 6s, shifted extras and stuff. That's like the books that are right here. I think. Lunar renamed. Well, draft the 6s is, but the other stuff not so much. And then, yeah, there's something to do with book spines here. I don't know. There's a whole lot going on here, and I admittedly don't understand all of it. But we know the suspect is an admin key. There's something going on with the metro that we can do something with. There's stuff here. There's stuff here. Nope, just 2 turnips. Okay. Alright. Run is dead again. We got key starved, basically. Don't have any keys to my name. But I did realize something. So when we went to the library, I ordered some book about stars because I remember that being one of the 4 books the detective had laid out. So I'm thinking that's important for some reason. Draft of the Sixes is like in one of the like little note things that you have. And then there's another book that I think would be in the secret passage, because those books all have names, so those might be, because we're looking for 4 different colored books. So I think secret passage might have one of them. I'm not positive. We also got like a little bit of an increase in our allowance, yippee. But yeah, there wasn't much for me to do there, I don't think. I took a little bit of a break from looking at my notes because I'd been just been staring at them silently on stream for too long. But I at least just in an hour and 12 minutes of recording feel like I do actually have enough for like a video at least, although I would like to actually solve something. So looking at the 4 books that the detective has laid out here, I did zoom in on the title names. Lunar Renamed is one of the books that I ordered from the library, so if we draft the library today, I can grab that. Uncle All is also in the library. That's a purple one. Lunar Renamed was green. Draft of the Sixes, I don't remember where that was. And in Tinder Cipher, I also don't remember where that was. I don't recall seeing either of those. So those are a little bit harder to find, but I know where 2 of them are. At least. I thought maybe Tinder Cipher or Draft of Sixes were like in the secret passage, because like I said, those have names, but I don't know. We also need to be able to open them and read them, because it mentions like page numbers and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm looking at this particular page here, and it says XYZ ABC. And you can't read all of it, but that clearly says the way. It mentions the library. I can't see what that word right there is. What the one that's underlined and an arrow is drawn to it. From there, is it color? No, I can't tell what that word is. Like, can we zoom in even more? Covers. Okay, yeah, the covers. The color of the covers. We already gathered that. That makes sense. So then it has over here XYZ ABC, and it says that's the way. So that is probably the order that we need for like a code, or it's like a cipher that will tell us a message. So that is important, but now we need to get these books. We have a green and a violet book. We need a red and a blue book. And I don't know if I can get the same ones that the detective got, but I can try. And then there's still the thing, dead end, major key. So it's saying C is a dead end. XYZ ABC. Seen all the signs. And then yeah, there's the metro, and then there's the suspect is a key. So weird. So weird. There's so much weird shit going on here. And then yeah, the suspect is minor, which made me think that we only needed to stop at minor stops. And maybe like only keep track of minor stops, and maybe that would be important in some way. But I'm not even sure if that is it. Now, okay, so we got the fixed stars. This is the green book. And now I want to see what I'm supposed to be getting from this. So I'm on the book with the green cover, the fixed stars. It says page C, word A, and it says assume page count starts on title pages. So that would mean page A would be page 1, I think. And then it says word X. Does it mean the word with an X in it? Like the first one you run into? That doesn't seem right. Page A, fixed. Fixed is the word with an A in it. I guess. Fixed is the word with an A in it. Or an X in it, rather. We're on page... Oh, wait, no. I'm looking at red. Damn it. I'm a fool. I'm looking at red. So... yeah, we need to go to page C. So A, B, C. So the preface. And then word A. So green, page C. This is page C. And then word A is this, I'm assuming. Unless it means preface? Oh, does it mean preface or does it mean this? I'm assuming like A means like the first word. That's my assumption. Okay. I'm gonna put green book equals, it's page C, word A. So word is this slash preface. I'm not sure if that counts as the first word, like the title. Okay, now we need Violet, which is the Uncle Owl thing. So I'll have to reorder a book. Also, we should point this out. So, looking here, I'm pretty sure this is the picture right here that we found in the station, and it says delete this, and I'm pretty sure it's talking about this TV right here. Pretty sure it's talking about this TV right here, which I think is talking about the archives. I think that's the archives. So I'm gonna take a quick picture of that. Am I okay, Oodles? I'm trying to solve puzzles and blueprints, which means I'm never okay. Back into the dark room for some reason at some point. Oh. Wow, a green apple. That's weird. I've never seen one of those before. Let me do that. Boom, boom. So, we saw this, and I took a picture in security showing, I think this is what it's talking about, and it says A, delete this, and it seems to be talking about the archives, because that is what is on that monitor. That's the archives. So it says A, deleted, and I'm in the archives right now. I just haven't seen anything yet, unless it means delete the archive room themselves, like itself. Is that possible? Can I do that? I don't know. Okay, appears we're dead again. I did want to try and draft the gallery again to see if I could maybe figure something with that out. But no dice. And I don't think there's anything that we have missed in this study. So I think we're good here. I believe we are good. But that's a run dead. Call it. I thought Uncle Aw was one of the books here, but I think I'm getting The Curse of Blackbridge by Redford Ewing mixed up with that. So I don't actually think that is here. Unfortunately. Oh, that's interesting. Look at the cutout little letters. So Danny's the one that sent the letter to yeah, I mean, that makes sense. But it's neat to actually find the evidence of that happening. Because we already knew Danny was the one that, like, went into the office and exposed all of those things, but you're also the one that sent, like, the ransom? Alright. No. Thank you. Alright, I did something a little bit smarter this time when drafting the tomb, because I went and got rerolls and then came to draft it to confirm that we would get it. I should have done that with the schoolhouse when I was trying to do that as well. But my brain was always like, no, we have to draft the outside room at the beginning of the day. You're here? Yes. Alright. Alright. Hello, Queen. Oh my god, that's right. We still need to translate this. I have to translate this language. I forgot about that. Yeah, we still gotta do that. Give me a key to your diary, and I better draft your room today, or so help me. I can't believe I've gotta translate. What a pain in my ass. Maybe I should do it right now, actually. While we're down here, and I would have my notes, like, right by. It's probably a good call, so I don't have to come back down here. Fine. Fine. I'll translate. Okay. Alright, Oodles. Go ahead, translate it. Counting on you. Okay. Let's pull up the note. This is from the classrooms where they learn Arajan. Is it here? Yes. Okay. Aurel Dagiris. What the hell does that mean? I can't even find OR. When paired with a verb can mean I will or want. Or won't. Similar to Ulu. I don't see OR at all. Aurel is what I see. When paired with a verb can mean I will or I won't. Ul. Oh fuck. Ul el Dao. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to translate this now because I realized I should probably do it while we're down here. I have no idea what that first word is saying, but I'm guessing greetings or something. But I'm looking at my notes here on Arajan affix pairings, and it says when paired with a verb can mean I will or I want, similar to ul and lu. And this first one starts with ul, so ul el dao. L means, like, EL means I/me. So, I will or I won't. Alright, or I won't. I will / want, or won't. So that's the first one. Ul eld nai. So, Ul eld nai. And oh, okay, wait, and then wait, die. What was die? I will / want day is what the first word says. I will / want night. Will / want night. And then Ul Eld Mora. I don't know what Mora is. Ul Eld Mora. So I need to find out what Mora is. I want or I will. I will. No. I wrote that wrong. I will slash won't. I will slash won't day. I will slash won't night. I will slash want or won't something. Butts, shadows, big butts, burrito for dinner. That's all I got. Thank you for the contribution. So I don't know what Mora is. Let's maybe look at one of the tests that were in there. Hello, can you teach me a new word? The large house to the east. So I need something that says Mora. 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 No, I don't see anything there. No. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm still just going to try to translate it as best I can. I still don't know if what I'm doing is even helpful. I will slash will not day. I will slash will not night. Sure. Oru Lelgift? Oru Lelgift? Oru. O-R? It says earlier Rajan did not use any verbs, so today the very rare usage of verbs are comprised almost entirely of loanwords and are mainly used to describe physical actions. So maybe I will or won't wake? I will slash won't sleep? Is that what it's meaning? Because it's just day and night is what that's supposed to mean. Oru... Or rule L. I don't know. I don't know. I think we need more information before I can continue this, honestly. This seems like a lot. All right. Come on. Hit me with it. This is like, come on. Everything is lined up. Yes! Yes! Okay. I even grabbed a secret passage. This is the final spot, except for this one up here. I have 8 rerolls. I was hoping this worked out. I was prepared to sit here and reroll all day, but we got it. We got it. We have a diary to open, people. Also a telescope. Cool. Okay. We have a diary to read. Her Ladyship's Sleep Diary. My dear diary, after countless sleepless nights and failed home remedies, my physician has urged me to document my sleeping routines in the various bedrooms of our estate. It is his hope that by tracking the caliber and length of my sleep in each room, together we may come to a deeper understanding of my condition and perhaps with luck find a more favorable environment in which I might finally find some amount of rest. Clara. My dear diary, to begin, I thought it best to start with my own room, despite already knowing how suitable it has been for my sleep of late. Perhaps it is all the old memories that linger here, as it is impossible not to think of home among so many moments of my youth. Nonetheless, I find comfort in gazing at the stars before dozing off, and it pains me to consider that if this trial is successful, it may be one of the final occasions that I sleep here. My room. Sleep duration 2.5 hours. Quality, peaceful despite brevity. Observable effects. I awoke the following morning with 10 less steps, but also observed an additional star in the sky. Interesting? Interesting. Weird. Alright. Okay. Dearest Diary, last night I retired to the guest room as I have to gain the courage to ask anyone to surrender their room to me, even for a night. This bedroom is a cozy space, normally reserved for guests staying the weekend. However, I found, despite having a choice between 2 beds, neither proved to be very comfortable. I must speak with Herbert about this, as our guests' comfort, as our guests deserve at least the... Herbert about this, as our guests deserve at the very least as much comfort in their stay as we have here. Okay. Guest bedroom, sleep duration 4 hours, quality very fragmented, observable effects, nothing special. Dear Diary, it was strange to sleep in the childhood room of my late husband. The bed was just as I had imagined it from the stories he told me of growing up with an elder brother. Herbert informed me that the room has remained untouched, almost identical to when they both occupied it. To avoid any accidents, I slept in the bottom bunk, as climbing ladders is not as easy as it used to be. Despite my exhaustion, my thoughts of Simon kept me through most of the nights. Bunk room, sleep duration, twice the usual. Quality, 2 times as restless. Observable effects. The next morning, I went to the family tomb to visit his grave and was surprised to find a flower already laid. I could not bring myself to ask Hartley directly if I could borrow his room for my sleep study. The mere thought of it was mortifying. Instead, I decided to roll the die, as he often puts it, and wait for his night off to sneak into his room to nap. That's weird. The experience of sleeping in a servant's room was thrilling, but the fear of getting caught was overwhelming. Every little noise startled me, and I couldn't manage to sleep for more than a few moments, fearing Hartley would return at any time. Yeah, you were sleeping in someone's room. That's weird. Sleep duration, perhaps 1 hour. Quality, terrible. Effects, about half the steps the following day. I also discovered a stray die had found its way into my pocket, which was hardly shocking, given Hartley's history. Okay. My dear Diary, I have to confess that I was initially hesitant to spend the night in the Baron's room. It's extravagantly showy, with every surface adorned with gold and every piece of furniture so large it seems almost comical. But as I lay down in the enormous bed, I was surprised to find that I felt entirely at ease. Even the absurdly oversized pillows were somehow comfortable, propping me up just right so that I didn't feel any strain on my neck or back. I slept more soundly than I have in weeks, and I woke up feeling genuinely rested for the first time in what feels like forever. Sleep duration, 8 whole hours. Quality, the best in many months. Observable effects, I woke feeling very refreshed with more energy and more steps than normal. So is this if you end the day in these rooms, you get this effect? I guess if you end the day in these rooms, you get these effects. That would be my guess. I had no idea this was a thing. As fate would have it, just as I had begun to make progress in my quest of slumber, a most joyous event interrupted my progress. My beloved daughter has given birth to a son and has requested my presence in town to assist her during this exciting but demanding time. For now, I should take my leave of the bedrooms of Mount Holly, but I am certain, dear diary, that one day I shall return. Lady Clara Epson, grandmother. What the hell is that? It's a little bridgey bridge. Well, I did not get as much from this as I thought I would. What is that a bridge to? I don't think I remember seeing a little tiny bridge like that. And then there's like a little pathway? Wow, that was surprisingly useless. Thank you. I thought this would be some big thing that would reveal the whole thing and everything would click into place for me. Nope. Yeah, I took screenshots. None of that, though. None of that. Does it ever end? That's the question, isn't it? Okay, I mean, I think that's it for today. I really thought there was going to be more to that, but the diary key really didn't give me much. I mean, I now know if you like fall asleep in a room, something special happens. So maybe that's important for something? Beats me. Beats me.